What really attracted us to Paxtons in the first place was the fact that they were a community estate agent.
They were the local estate agents, and I like to use local.
They really are a genuinely nice bunch of people.
They're honest and they go over and above anything you could expect an estate agent to do.
Well, we used Paxtons. I was working abroad in the Middle East, so we used Paxtons to manage our home. They quite quickly understand what the customer wants, and because they are local, because they actually take an interest in the area, I think they can quite quickly pick up on the type of person who would be right for that particular let.
Yeah.
In our case or other cases.
Paxtons is a real family business, so it's a small, neat setup, and I think what's really lovely is that we know everybody there, they know us, and they know what's going on. So you can talk to everyone, every member of the team, and they'll have an idea of what's happening.
So we've had previous experience of other estate agents, and when they come round, they don't spend much time looking around or speaking with you. You just feel like you're a number and a piece of business, really. Whereas with Paul, it was completely different. He was, very professional, very smart, very genuine guy. Spent a lot of time trying to get to know us and what we were hoping for.
My name's Paul Hoard. I'm the director and owner of Paxtons Estate Agents here in Trowbridge. I opened up Paxtons Estate Agents in April 2015, seeing a great opportunity and a great necessity for an estate agent in the area who truly cares for their clients. My business is built wholly on honesty and integrity at all times. I won't compromise on this at all. I realise that all companies have to generate an income. They have to generate revenue to actually continue as a business. But for me, I believe that it's always service first and service last. And I believe if we get it right, then the revenue will follow. And I think we've proved that. And past clients' reviews, their testimonies, support that over and over for us.
When Paul came to our house, when we first met him, we found him super, super friendly, and instantly you just felt like he wasn't out to just get business. He wanted to make a difference to us, and he just really gave us the personal touch, really, rather than just an estate agent. He's now become a friend that we see all the time, and we always pop in. So for me, the personal touch was what makes Paxton stand out.
They are very professional. They seem to be very caring and care about the client before they care about making the money, and I think that comes across.
We'd been...
Yes, we'd accepted.
Then we'd accepted, and Paul said, I'm legally bound to tell you about this offer. However, it's up to you. Integrity is a big thing in our life, in our family, and we made the decision not to take a higher offer. Paul was really, really happy with the decision that I made. So, everybody needs to earn a living, but I think it's important to put for Paul that he does things in the right way.
That was the other thing, because we weren't sure whether we were coming back or things like that, but they were sort of saying, well, it is your house, they understand that you will move back in there, we'll make it as smooth as we can and all that. And I thought, gosh, that's amazing, because normally they probably want to just keep them in there because it's business for them, isn't it?
Paul came up to the house in the August-September time to take the pictures of the garden, even knowing that we were not going to put the house on the market until December. So the pictures looked at their best. To me, the brochure that was done of our house was so professional.
It really presented our place to the best, and we were really pleased with it. And I think it had an effect on the sale. So it was fairly quick.
So when we're in the process of selling our last house, our buyer pulled out with a week to go before exchanging contracts, and I'll never forget the time when Paul phoned us to break the news. It was tough to hear, but he was straight up front. He was honest, he was compassionate with it, and I have no idea how he managed it, but he must have worked all hours under the sun, and he managed to get us another buyer within 2 days, which meant that we didn't miss out on our house, which was absolutely fantastic. We'd have been devastated if we lost the house. So.
We had a criteria, we had a kind of a business model in our heads, and they got their head around it immediately. And so rather than them just bombarding us with every property they had on their books, they carefully chose the properties that fitted into our criteria. And what was really neat was the fact that when they offered us a property, quite often they had tenants already lined up on their books that would be very, very keen to take the property on. They take care of everything from credit checking tenants, from doing the inventory, which is pretty sophisticated, deep cleaning to get the house ready for when tenants move in, but also they have to hand tradesmen, builders.
They just seem to know the right people to fix any problems, if that makes sense. Like, for example, there was the tap, wasn't there? There's a
Shed.
The shed and that. So straight away we got the email. There's a problem. Do you know anybody you'd want to get it fixed, or would you like us to? So they did that as well, didn't
Gives
they?
the option.
Yeah, there's always options.
When it came to us moving back, they were quite keen that we stuck to the terms of the contract. So they weren't only looking after us; they were looking after the person who was letting the place also. So they were looking after both parties, in accordance with contracts. Good.
Very professional.
Yeah, professional. That's the word.
Yeah, there you go. We agreed on one.
Paul sold 2 houses for us. We never bought through Paul, and he had a level of understanding that he sold our house, one house in Trowbridge, and we moved into another. And due to the fact that we couldn't extend it in the way that we wanted to, Paul really understood that, the pressure and the stress that it caused us.
And then when our sale for this one, when the solicitors didn't do their job properly, we were stuck with in between the houses because we couldn't exchange. The team did everything they could over and above that we could ever ask for, to help and try and sort out the mess that we were in and try and get everything sorted as quick as possible.
They offer such a good service, and I think the business that they offer, the business just follows. And they're a real credit to the local community.
For me, what makes Paxton stand out from the rest is they are so values driven. It's not about numbers, it's not about sales, it's absolutely about the people, and we absolutely felt that they have had our best interests at heart. They've taken us through the process and left us with a fantastic service, one which we would highly recommend to other people.
Really just a really good family local business that
know what they're doing.
tries to do their best all the time. That's what the impression that we got, and we'd use them again anytime.
Absolutely, and we would definitely recommend them.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, well then I just want to say thank you. I think
Well, no, yeah.
They're brilliant.
No, what I've liked when I have got involved is they've been honest with us, professional. We said that earlier, but that's a massive word to me. People that are professional, they do what it says on the tin.
We recommend them to a few people that are selling their houses, and anybody that needs to sell their house or buy a house is to look through Paxtons and use those, because they've always been very good to us.
Yeah.
And everybody that you speak to, and all of our friends that have sold recently and have gone through Paxton, they've sold, and they've a lot of them have bought through Paxtons as well, and they've all had the same experience of a really honest estate agent.
I mean, Rebecca's MOD, I'm ex-MOD, and Paul offers some, there's a lot of MOD in the local community, and he offers discounts for those people within the MOD, which is, it's above and beyond. I think it's shown his commitment not only to the local area, but to the workforce in the local area, because there's a lot of MOD in the local, vicinity. I couldn't recommend them highly enough. Paul, Holly, all of the team, whenever you go in there, they're really, really friendly. it's not just, you know, once a sale's completed, you don't then fall by the wayside, or, you know, they keep on pushing until the day you exchange keys. And, you know, it's just really, really refreshing.
It's like being a member of a family.
Yeah. I think the well done, you'll get brownie points now.
But it is.
Yeah.
They're so nice, and you know they've got a box of toys for children in the office. So if you're walking by, you can always go in for a cup of coffee, and the children can play with the toys, and they're all there to chat to.
We are known as the estate agent who cares, and I believe that we do. And we're always known as the estate agent that goes the extra mile. We cover the whole of the Trowbridge area and all the surrounding villages. Whether you're looking to sell or to let, we're able to cover every part of that for you. We will do everything in our power to make your move as stress-free as possible. We know it can be a fairly traumatic time moving house, but we're with you every step of the way. We won't leave you alone. We're at the end of a phone. You can make contact with us pretty well anytime, even into the late evening. And we hope that in providing a first-class service for you, that you will recommend us to family and friends in the future. I think that excellent relationships are fundamental to a business, and particularly this business. I think that we've become the estate agent who has built great friendships and relationships with clients past, present, and hopefully in the future. And our friendships have continued on regularly, with clients dropping into our office all the time with their children, or just popping in to see how things are. We are extremely passionate about what we do. We give a lot to charity, we care, and also we're very thoughtful about our armed forces, our doctors and nurses, whether past, present or future, and we provide a 10% discount to help them. And that comes off our standard fee. And we hope that will be a help to you each in your move. So we'd love to meet you, we'd love to act for you, and hope we'll have the opportunity of doing so in the future and proving ourselves. I know you won't be disappointed. Thank you.